IA3 meteorologist Jacob Dickey, and this is one of those, you're a fan of the crock pot, and this seems to be another one that works in your favor.
It is in the crock pot, but there is a little prep work that goes ahead of time. And, a little 10 minutes of prep work for 6 hours of low and slow really makes the extra mile with this particular recipe.
All right, so let's talk about what we're making, and then you can show us how to make it.
Yes, we're making a balsamic marinade pork loin. And one thing you can do, I love buying these right here. We were just talking in the commercial break how much these make the difference in meal preps.
I have done that, and sometimes they come all seasoned and everything. If you're really lazy like me, you can get one that way, and it's perfect.
Right, yes. They come in all kinds of seasoning, but I love just getting the hormel. They're always so tender, and they turn out great. I get the original one because I like to make, my own varieties, but they've got different flavors.
And that's what we're about to do, right?
That's exactly right. So we've got here is I've got a dry rub that I've put together. It's got some garlic and some paprika, some salt, pepper, and onion powder in there. And I've taken my pork loin out of the package. And what we're going to do is we're just going to roll it in there. I've pat it dry, but when we roll it in there, look how that seasoning is going to stick to that. Very nice. And this is part of that prep work, a little bit ahead of time. Now, Tim, you told me you like to grill a little bit. You're familiar with searing on the grill.
I am, yeah. So you just get sort of the outside a little crispy, but then after that part, I don't know.
That's right, yeah. So the reason we do that is what we want to do is we want to sear that flavor in and really kind of give it a nice trap in there. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to pull this, and we're going to pop it into a hot pan with oil for just a few minutes.
So you're kind of giving it a shell to hold all the juices.
Exactly right. So we'll sear the outside in that oil, and then we'll cook it low and slow for 4 to 6 hours and let it do its work. So that's going to sear in there just a few minutes until it's nice and golden brown on either side. You'll see the smell, the oil popping a little bit. Really great flavor that comes with that here. And so
but there's another step other than just throwing it in the crock pot after you get it seared, yes?
Yes, there is. So while that's searing, we're going to jump over here and talk a little bit about the balsamic marinade. What I've already done is I put in a little food processor is I put equal parts of olive oil and of balsamic vinegar, that is. And I put a little bit of Italian seasoning there and a nice spoonful of garlic. 2 tablespoons works just great. And you're going to blend that in there and let it do its work. And while that's blending in there, it's going to be delicious and mixed together. You'll see how the color starts to turn brown, almost like it's an oil color, like the motor oil. What that does, though, is that's nice and blended together. It really emulsifies the oils together with the vinegar and looks nice and delicious. This actually is going to go on top of the loin in the crock pot. So you can see here in the crock pot, what I've done already is I put that in there, and that's actually cooked already in there. And it'll cook that way for low and slow 4 to 6 hours as far as
So after you do the searing, it's just crock pot on low or high for 4 to 6 hours?
Low and slow, 4 to 6 hours. So here you can see how I've seared that outside. It's nice and golden brown. This is when we would transfer that into the crock pot and add that marinade on top, and it's just going to cook. Nice and slow, 4 to 6 hours, and then you've got a meal ready.
And so when you get home, the house smells amazing. I remember this as a kid. My mom used to use the crock pot to her advantage on Sundays especially. We'd get home from church, and you'd open that back door, and all of a sudden, it would just smell amazing in the house because I'd been cooking all day, and we would get to enjoy our Sunday dinner. And this is apparently the exact same thing, and you can do it while you're at work or going to pick up the kids.
Right, 10, 15 minutes beforehand, before you go to work or whatnot, just prep these little steps together, throw it in there, and it's going to cook low and slow. And when you come home for dinner that night, it's going to be delicious, which we're going to give you a try afterwards.
I'm looking forward to doing that. We will get it out of the crock pot, slice it up, put it on a plate, and see how it all comes together. Let's look at the Facebook page for Cooking Up a Storm with Jacob Dickey. We will connect you with that on our website along with these recipes. Just go to CILiving.tv.